That's right to life. It was my sin till I made it for my still I say my soul. Now you found all that I know. The only way, Jesus, when I'm ready, when you call my name.
All right, welcome everybody. We've got one more minute. We're gonna give everybody a minute, all of our guests to get in if they're in the waiting room. But let us know where you're watching from tonight. Welcome. Let's see, we've got Judy. I see Paula, Iris, Laura, Danielle, Nikita, Lisa, Callie, Judy. Welcome. Oh, Callie, our winner from last week, $100 Amazon gift card winner. And Iris was also a $100 winner last week. That was so fun. We had two winners. So fun. Let me know what if you're sipping on something tonight. I've got some hot tea, that throat coat tea. Have you guys tried that? Oh, when you've got a scratchy sore throat, it's so good. So good. If you saw my post today, you saw that I was like medicating with elderberry syrup and the hot tea and honey today. My husband had been sick the last week, and I woke up this morning with a sore throat. So I'm hopeful I'll make it through. Ooh, spiced chai tea. That sounds yummy too. Okay, you guys. So here's a scoop. We've got some beauty tips. We've got some eye makeup that I need to put on. I've got some prizes for you too. So prizes will be, we've got a couple prizes. So one, I'm going to set a timer. And when my timer goes off, the last comment that I see in the chat box is going to win a prize. So you want to keep commenting as much as you can because your comment might be the last one before the timer goes off. And that will mean that you get a prize. Then we'll also have another way for you to get a prize at the end. So I've got a lot to cover. I'm hoping we can get through it all. We made it last week. So let's see. Let's get the comments started with your favorite eye makeup product. Oh, and Nikita was also our winner last week here in our Flawless Face event. Welcome back, Nikita. So comment your favorite eye makeup product. So, oh, I know the extra vitamins. I've been doing zinc and vitamin C. Thanks, Lisa. I know as much as I can. Boost that immune system. All right, favorite eye makeup products. Drop it in the chat. You know, eyes are usually the first place we start to see signs of aging. Fine lines, lack of firmness, sparse lashes, but they're also the easiest to refresh. And oh, real quick, if you're not muted, if you can mute, there's a little background noise. Also, if it doesn't say your name on your Zoom screen, if it shows Samsung, we don't know who you are. And if you're a prize winner, I want to know who you are. Plus, I'd like to call you out by name. Okay, so favorite eye products. Let's see. Eye cream. Oh, okay, eye cream. I'm going to talk about eye cream briefly. Eyeliner, makeup remover, the shimmer sticks, the gel patches, Paula, those are my daily go-to. Wait, I get out of bed, those babies go on 7 days a week. Hazelnut eyeshadow, that's in my palette, Judy. I'm going to be using that one this evening. Gorgeous. All right, so if you are just joining us, make sure to drop in the chat your favorite eye makeup product. And you guys, just a reminder for those of you who are just joining us, we are doing a couple giveaways tonight. One is going to be for one of you who's commenting. I have a timer going, and when the timer goes off, the last comment I see is going to win. So, Rosanna, you made it. Welcome. Welcome, Denise. Who did I not say hello to yet? Melissa, welcome. Glad you could be with us. All right, you guys, keep the chat box going. Oh, Sherry. Okay, Samsung is Sherry. I will make a note of that. All right, does anybody feel like your eye makeup doesn't look the same as it used to? Any of you feel like you're struggling with that? It doesn't look the same as it did 10 or 20 years ago. So I'm going to give you some tips tonight to help with that if you're noticing. And let me know, drop in the chat any like your biggest struggle with eye makeup too, whether it's application, creasing, smudging, what are you feeling challenged with? And make sure to tackle that for you. So, okay, when it comes to eye cream, pro tip, you guys, eye makeup starts with great skincare. So that eye cream, I don't know who mentioned it, but eye cream is a must. If you're over the age of 20, eye cream twice a day, consistently, morning and evening. Consistency is key. And honestly, that like skincare is a whole nother class. But eye cream, if you want your eye makeup to look its best, you need that eye cream on. But if you use too much eye cream, it can cause creasing. So you want to just make sure to use that size of a pea, just that tiniest little bit for both eyes, top and bottom, brow bone, cheekbone. You don't have to put it directly on your eyelid, but just the littlest bit. Let it absorb in, and it'll wear really nicely underneath of your eye makeup. Tips on lower lid lining. Okay, Paula. Eyeshadow creasing, not staying on. All right, Melissa, we're going to tackle that too. So, but let me know in the chat box if you use your eye cream, if you're using eye cream, are you? And are you using it regularly? That means twice a day, morning and evening. Great makeup starts there. So, and if you need more tips on just last week, we did flawless face. So we talked about foundation, concealer, corrector, finding your undertone. I did record that session. If you missed it and you want the recording, let me know. This is week 2, so all about eyes. And we've got one more in the series next week, which is the perfect pout. We'll be talking luscious lips next week. Okay. All right, yay! To those of you using eye cream, Crepey Eyelids Lisa, the eye renewal, that's part of the Timewise repair line, is going to be best for that. Yeah, so twice a day, work that into your routine. Just think when you brush your teeth, eye cream. All right, those of you that are new to Mary Kay, I will share all of our eye products are ophthalmologist tested and suitable for sensitive skin and eye irritancy and allergy. So those of you with sensitive eyes should be just fine. All right. Okay, let's get into the shimmer sticks. You guys, these are our newest. These have been so popular. They've been flying off of our shelves. If you have tried one of these shimmer sticks, let us know. They come in 5 gorgeous shades. Let's talk a little bit about where shimmer belongs, especially if you're over the age of 40. Inner corner, of course, here. The center of the lid, and just a little bit on the brow bone. We don't want to overdo it with shimmer, but you can still use shimmer if you're over 40, 50, 60. Don't feel like you can't use shimmer because of your age. Shimmer is for everybody. It's just using it in the right places. Where you want to avoid shimmer is any really deep creases. If you have deep creases on your eyes, you want to avoid that because it can accentuate that and show some texture, or any like heavy textured areas. So let me just share with you my favorite. And if you've been using these, let us know if you have a favorite shade. This is the Golden Shimmer, or not Golden Shimmer, Golden Sunrise. And so it's a stick. You can just twist it up. These are the easiest. Those of you that are new to makeup or struggle with makeup, these are the easiest thing to use. You can just swipe it on. You can actually really blend it with your finger, which, believe it or not, the warmth from your finger can kind of help warm it up and blend it a little bit. But you guys know me, anytime you can use a brush, you want to use a brush. Oh, Lisa, you can never have too much shimmer or sparkle. I love that. And actually, what I love about the shimmer sticks is that they are that. They're shimmery, but they're not sparkly. So you don't get any of that fallout. If you've used a sparkly eyeshadow and you get some of it down on your cheekbone, you won't have that with these. They just blend so easy and the color stays put. And those of you that were struggling with shadow creasing, this will serve as a base, as a primer. Or you can also use your under eye corrector, your concealer, like we talked about last week. You can use that as a base, and that will help your eyeshadow to stay put where you put it. So know that as well, which I should have done, you guys. I didn't do that. And I forgot to grab them to bring them up here. But normally what I would do is take my foundation, whatever's left on my brush or whatever's left on my concealer brush, and swipe it across my eyelid. And because that's all you need is just a little bit. Golden Sunrise for a highlighter on the top of your cheeks. I love that. That's a great tip, you guys. I saw some of you even trying the shimmer sticks. I haven't yet done it as a lipstick. That's kind of fun. So that's Golden Sunrise. We've got Pink Prisms. If you liked the Pink Starlight, if you ever used our liquid eyeshadows, that's that's very similar. The Pink Prisms is. My second favorite is this Radiant Bronze. Is this it? No, this is Midnight Galaxy. I'll just do a swipe so you can see. Midnight Galaxy, so pretty. I like these deeper shadows for lining. But these are they're just fun. They're easy to use. They're so versatile. You can use them together with each other. You can layer them. Or you can use them with the Chroma Fusion shadows. You can blend them with the brush. Or even the smudger brush. So this is the Radiant Bronze. I'm just using as a kind of like an eyeliner, a little closer to my lash line. All right, here's a little couple little fun hacks for you. So if you apply shimmer slightly above the crease of your eye, it'll create the illusion that your eyelid is a little bit larger and you've got more space to work with there. So if you feel like your eyelids are on the small side, use a little shimmer above the crease, and that will give the illusion of your eye being a little bit larger, the lid of your eye anyway, and opened up. Okay, we've got Copper Nova. These are also great for any of you that have preteens, young girls kind of wanting to get into makeup, but you don't want them to, go too crazy. These are really safe. Hooded eyes. Yes, same. Actually, here, I've got something for you. You might want to take a picture of this. Where is it? Oh no, you guys, give me a second. Here it is. Okay. This is eye application specific for different eye shapes. And if you aren't sure of your eye shape, this will help you to find it. So this is a little, like I said, something you might want to take a picture of for where to put eyeshadow based on your eye shape. And I don't have time to go through it tonight. Maybe I'll do that for you guys on a Facebook Live or another Zoom. But take a picture so you can reference this. And this shows you where the highlight goes, where the base, where the crease goes. So those of you with hooded eyes, you're going to highlight your whole eyelid. So from your lashes up to your brow. And your darker color, your crease color, is going to go a little bit above that crease. Real close to your brow. And again, that will help to open up your eye. You want to keep the lid of your eye really light. That's the idea with a hooded eye. So, and then if you have deep set eyes, single eyelids close set. So this is something I have always referenced when I'm sitting down with clients and customers. It's really been helpful and hopefully is for you guys too. So there you go. All right. Let me catch up on your comments. Yes, that chart is really helpful. Okay. Let's see. Did I share all of them with you? Oh, Midnight Galaxy. I didn't swipe on my hand, but I'll put a little bit into my crease just to add a little depth. So I just kind of tapped it on there. I just realized by the time I'm done tonight, I'm going to have two different eye looks on. Really wasn't planning on doing that, but it's just the way it works. So this is the Midnight Galaxy, and I'm using again, the cream color brush to blend. All right, and then I'll come back to liner and lashes, but I want to share with you the Blackberry Vinyl look. So if you are familiar with our Pink Perks, you know that this is on our Pink Perks for the month of January. You can get this look half price with an order of 50 or more. But we're going to use Gold Status, Hazelnut, and Shiny Penny. I'm going to start with brushes, the all over eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use Gold Status. Let me stop the share here. Oh, and these are the lips that I have on, Crushed Berry and Berry Delight, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to use a little Gold Status. Now remember, with the lighter colors, it's not as critical where you start, where you place the color first, where you put the brush down. But if you're using a darker color, just remember that wherever you first put that brush is where you're going to have the most color. So when you're getting into your deeper colors, your accent colors, you want to start out here. Never start in here because you want the inner corner of your eye always a little bit lighter. So always out here with your darker colors. I think I'm going to do, it's kind of a toss up with this look as to which one's lighter and which one's darker. So you could really go either way. I'm going to put I'm going to use the same brush, just flip it over. I'm going to use some of the Shiny Penny just on my eyelid. I'm just going to tap it on there. This is a gorgeous coppery color. The Shiny Penny is. And again, I just kind of started tapping it. You can really layer these. You could, oh, you know what would be really pretty is to layer this with the Copper Nova shimmer stick. And again, you can put these on top of the Chroma Fusion. So you don't have to just use them underneath. So you could do a little of this on top if you wanted to bring out that copper and really accentuate that color. So just my point is have fun. Have fun with your makeup. Play, try new things. It really is, it's the only way to know what you're gonna like, just to try it. Okay, hazelnut, I've got on the crease brush. I just tapped it in and then into the crease a little bit here. Yeah, it's so fun to just mix and match. I always love seeing the looks that you guys come up with. So continue to share those selfies. I'm gonna just sweep a little over here too. And then, you know, my favorite brush, the eye blending brush. Do the shimmer or shiny ones stay on? Yes. Yes. And can you see it? Like, yes, Rosanna. So the color really is going to stay put, especially if you use a primer, like a concealer or a corrector as a base. They'll stay on. And if you really feel like you need extra staying power, the finishing spray is you're like your secret weapon when you need your makeup to last hours and hours, like the heat of the summer, 18 hours, so you would do your whole eye makeup and then, or your whole look and then spray with finishing spray. But the blending brush, back and forth, back and forth, you can sweep it up closer to your brow, sweep it down along your lash line. You can do little circular swirly motions. You can even use these you can use this brush with the shimmer sticks too. So have some fun with it. So share, do you like are you you like a soft glow or noticeable shimmer? Let us know in the comments. Soft glow or noticeable shimmer, what's your preference? Oh, here's a little lift trick. Soft glow. Rosanna and Paula, what about the rest of you guys? Soft glow or noticeable shimmer? Keep the comments going. My timer's ticking away. Okay, so outer, like if you want an eye lift, this is a little trick you can do with your makeup. If you put a dark shade slightly higher than your natural outer corner, it's going to lift that eye. And I really don't have a dark shade with me to be able to show you this. But if you would put your dark shade up a little bit higher, it's going to kind of just lift that eye up. So again, I always talk about pretending like your bottom lashes extend up, and you just want to be careful your eyeshadow doesn't come down too far because that gives that droopy eye look. We're not into that, especially as the years click by. Depends on the day. Yes, Danielle, I'm with you. I love both. It just depends. Here's another helpful tip when you're applying your eye makeup is try to do it if you can with your eyes open because you're going to see then what everybody else sees. So try not to close that eye if you can help it. That way you'll get, especially when you're blending, that'll help you to see when you're blending. The other thing you can do is kind of blend up. If you blend up, that'll kind of give you that eye lift as well, as opposed to just blending across this way. Try taking your blending brush and blend up. Another little trick for an eye lift. We're always looking to lift, right? Okay. Oh, there goes my timer. And the last tip I see looks like Danielle, but Danielle's a consultant. So Lisa, it's going to you. I've got a prize for you, Lisa. I'm making a note. But you guys stay tuned because we've got more prizes coming. All right, so eyeliner. And I forgot, you guys, to grab the liquid. I don't know where my brain is. The liquid and the gel. Let me know if you like liquid gel or a pencil eyeliner. We've got 4 beautiful colors in the pencils: the brown, the blue, the steely, the black. Let me know your favorite color. Drop that in. Which one are you more likely to use? I will tell you it's kind of a toss up for me between the steely and the brown. I use both of those quite a bit. I really do. I love them all. The blue is gorgeous. If you haven't tried the blue, let me encourage you to try the blue. And, or just try a different color. If you always do the same thing, if you tend to always use black or you always use brown, try a different color. Oh, liquid black eyeliner, Kelly. Yes, that's an awesome look as well. I can't believe I forgot to grab that. So a couple little tips. You want to just pretend like you're coloring right on top of your eyelashes, as close to your lash line as you can get it. Little dashes, little hash marks. You can also use your eyeshadow. If you have a dark eyeshadow, you can use your smudge brush, or you can apply your eyeshadow like I did, and then take your smudge brush. Here's my smudge brush. I can't find it, so I'm just going to pretend like this is my smudge brush. And you can smudge your eyeliner. If you smudge it right away before it sets, it'll soften that look, soften that line. And that's a really important thing as we age, is keeping your makeup a little softer, less harsh. So again, maybe using a brown instead of a black. That's going to drive me crazy. I don't know where it went. Maybe I forgot to grab it. So the other thing is curling. I forgot to do this before. But if you don't curl your lashes, oh, dark violet. Oh, the dark violet that we had back from the fall, maybe, Lisa? I loved that violet. Oh, or amethyst eyeliner. So when you curl your lashes, as close to the root as you can, squeeze and hold for a couple seconds, and then move it up, and then move it up, and move it up, and move it up. So you're curling as you go. That'll give you a smooth curve as opposed to just a big old crimp in your lashes where they go out and then up. So as you curl, squeeze, move out, squeeze and move out, squeeze and move out. Normally I would do this before I put on any eyeshadow, just so I'm not messing it up, but it should stay put either way. Okay. So another little tip is just to go in between your lashes with your eyeliner. You really need a nice fine point for this. And if your liner gets a little bit dull, which it will because they're so smooth and creamy, in the end is a little shaper, and you can just put it in there and gently twist it, and it'll shave off a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. I'll shape it back to a point. So if you didn't know that was there, that's a little secret. And also it's in our lip liners. Actually, so Paula, this is not a Mary Kay lighted mirror. I got this, oh, I got eyeshadow on it. It's called Fancy, Fancii. I got it on sale like a couple of years ago, and I love it because you can adjust the brightness, and it's also got a magnifying side and then like the regular side. But if you need a great little lighted mirror, Fancy. I'm sure there's other brands, but this is the one that I happen to have. So, um, so just little dashes. Keep it a little thicker on the outer corner. And as you get to the inner corner. Okay, eyeliner tip, you guys. As we age, we tend to get some dark circles. Tend to get some lines. Things, everything kind of starts to fall down a little bit. So consider lining just the top of your eye, or maybe the top and the bottom. But if you line just the bottom, what it's going to do is draw the attention down. That's going to drag it down, and we don't want we don't want any more attention, to that dragging things down. So I a lot of times will either just line the top or the top and the bottom, which will help to open up your eyes. If you feel like your eyes are kind of small, try lining both the top and the bottom, or line just the top and see what that does for just lifting your eye and making your eyes look more awake and more bright and more open. I really wish I had the smudger brush because I was going to show you guys how I would just smudge a little bit under on the bottom lash line, but just the lightest little touch. I'll use one of my other brushes for now. Oh, I must need to charge this. The light keeps going out. I actually haven't charged it since I got it, so it lasted a long time. So again, just lightly, barely brushing it. I'm like barely touching my skin and just back and forth with that. Melissa, you feel like your eyes are what? You feel like they're a little dark underneath? Oh, small. Yeah, so try the top and bottom. And this is the brown eyeliner. Yeah, and I'm just kind of using the crease brush because I don't have my smudger, but if you take a smudger brush or any brush and you just work it back and forth and you soften that line, that will also give you a little more youthful look, but it will help to give you that smoky look if you're wanting either for a special occasion or a night out or just to soften it a little bit. We want to try to avoid harsh lines as we get older. So that brush actually works pretty good. I've never used it for smudging, but hey, I might. Um, so you just want to smudge your eyeliner if you're planning to do that before it sets up too much, because once it sets, it's waterproof and it's going to stay. It's not going to smudge on you later on. So you want to do any of that smudging right away. But just work it back and forth, back and forth. What other tips did I want to share with you? I think that's it with eyeliner. So smudge it, just use a light touch. And the more you smudge, it really is easy. The more you smudge it down, the more you kind of keep bringing this brush down or on your top line up as you smudge, the more dramatic it becomes. So if you're wanting that smoky look, just keep smudging it, and you can go back and add a little more liner and then keep smudging it and keep smudging it. But bring it up as you do. All right, so let's talk. We have just enough time to talk mascara. Um, so we've got a collection. If you don't have a wardrobe of mascaras, let me encourage you to build your wardrobe, just like shoes, just like your closet. You've got different, pairs of shoes for every different day or different season. And lashes are no different. So same with foundation. You just want options because sometimes you just want a different look. So we've got the Great Heights, Judy mentioned, if you want length, if you want something more natural looking, the Great Heights is great. That also comes in a waterproof formula. So we've got both of those. Lash Intensity, is my favorite. Ultimate if you want volume, and the Lash Love Fanorama if you really want like definition, but you want to fan out your lashes too. They're all great formulas. They all have very unique, different brushes. I love the Lash Intensity just because it's got such a big brush. And all of our mascaras have this smart wiper system. So you can pull the mascara out and you have just the right amount of product on the wand so that it's not going to clump on you. Other mascaras, you might have to kind of brush the wand off a little bit. And I think you probably all know, but you don't want to pump it in and out. Just pull it straight up. You've got the product on there you need. You may need to just brush off the tip a little bit, but otherwise, layer your mascaras. Rarely do I ever just use one anymore. I'll start with one and then I'll go back for another. But if you're new to our Lash Intensity, it has short bristles and it has long bristles. And so when you apply it, you want to put it on one way and then rotate the brush because you're going to get a lot of volume with those short bristles, and the long bristles are going to extend that product and pull it up and multiply the look of your lashes so it looks like you have more. And then always fan out the corners. And you could do one coat, you could do two coats, you could do three. I will tell you that fourth coat, baby, especially with the Great Heights, 4 coats of that Great Heights, your lashes will be so long. I'm going to show you the Fanorama. This also has a really unique brush, a wand. So you'll see it's got this kind of hourglass shape where it sort of goes in. So it coats every lash from the root to the tip. And then if you turn it, the wand gets full. And then you've got these little bristles on the end to help fan out the corners. So this one also you want to rotate as you apply it. But always do this like wiggle at the bottom. If you kind of shake it and roll it, you'll get a nice, smooth, even application. So wiggle it at the root real close to your eyelid, back and forth, and that'll help to comb through as well. And then, of course, when you got to the corner, you can use these bristles on the very end to fan out those little tiny ones. And that will give you an instant lift too. So here's another little trick. You could just do one coat on your whole lash line and then just do a double coat on these outer lashes here, or a triple coat, do your third or fourth coat just on these outer lashes. And that will really give you a nice eye lift also. Dip back in as you need to. Get a new mascara. How often, girls? Type it in the chat. How often should you get new mascara? You know the answer. 3 months. 3 months. Do any of you remember when you got a new mascara? I just swapped all mine out tonight. Because it had been right about 3 months. I was like, time for new ones. Yes, 3 months. You guys are brilliant. It's the only makeup product we need to refresh that often. Everything else is going to last you, but we don't want to mess around with those, bacteria that can build up in the tube, getting eye infections. But quite honestly, mascara isn't really meant to last. Yes, Melissa, it's because bacteria can build up in the tube, but it's not, in 6 months, it's not going to kill you. But what you'll find is that after about 3, 4 months, your mascara is not going to go on quite as smooth either. It's going to clump up a little bit. You might even find your eyes to get a little irritated. If they start to get red, it could mean it's time to swap out your mascara. So yeah, every few months. And try not to overload the tips. So you could even just do a second coat kind of real close to your lash line. It'll give you a lot of volume. It'll almost make it look like you put on eyeliner, even if you didn't. I just realized I didn't do the bottom over on this one side. So the Great Heights mascara has a curved wand. That's what really helps to get the length, is it can reach every single lash from the root to the tip. I love the lengthening, the Great Heights for underneath my eye. I like to keep my bottom lashes a little bit lighter, again, because it just, especially if you tend to get dark circles. So my right eye, the first mascara, I know, isn't it great? And that was only maybe 1.5 coats, 2 coats. Lash Intensity. I will say with the Lash Intensity, you can get a great lash look with one coat, like one swipe. I know if I'm in a hurry, I'm going to grab my Lash Intensity because one coat and I'm good to go. But then I did go back with the Fanorama, I think, on top of it. Yeah, if you've got blonde lashes, those of you with light hair, light lashes, need all that mascara. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys loved this. So before we go, I've got a few last things to share with you. If you want more personal guidance on maybe shades, choosing the right shades for you, finding your eye shape, application, any of that, reach out to your consultant. That's what she's there for. And you guys, that's what you get when you shop with Mary Kay. You get your Mary Kay girl who's there to, she'll sit down with you one-on-one in person or virtual. She'll help you find the right colors, make sure your products are working well, swap things out if they're not working well. Remember, our products are guaranteed every month. But if you are a current consultant or a current customer, let us know what you love about being a Mary Kay customer and shopping Mary Kay. Maybe it's the quarterly lookbook. By the way, you should be getting a new one if you're on your customer consultant's mailing list, a new lookbook the middle of February, along with a sample. So you'll be one of the first to see the new products. Yes, the quality of the products. Oh my gosh, the products speak for themselves, you guys. They're the absolute best. 3 years in a row, we are the #1 direct selling brand of skincare and color cosmetics. It's because the products are so, so great. Let us know what else you love about being a Mary Kay customer. Maybe it's you love the specials during your birthday month, the fact that your consultant reaches out to you to wish you a happy birthday or gives you a special. Maybe you love that we do events like this where you can watch and you can learn and special tutorials. Maybe it's the Facebook community, our Pinkalicious community, the Pink Perks that we do every month, specials, the Satisfaction Guarantee. And I hope also just knowing that you're supporting a small business owner, you're supporting her family, her dreams, and that means the world to us. It really does. So we love and appreciate all of you that are our customers. And we do have a couple specials for you tonight. So we've got the Bright Eye Basics bundle. This is the shimmer stick of your choice, the eyeliner of your choice, and the mascara of your choice. So this Bright Eyed Basics bundle is normally $50. Tonight it's $45, and for the next 24 hours, you can grab this special. Just make sure to message your consultant because these specials are not on her website. So shimmer stick, eyeliner, mascara of your choice, special price tonight for $45. This gives you brightness, gives you definition and lashes without overthinking it. It's just simple, easy, dash out the door look. We also have the Lifted and Defined Eye Bundle. This is a shimmer stick. Oh, an eyeshadow palette. I didn't even show you the palettes, but this is the Petite palette. So you'll get a palette with 4 eyeshadow colors of your choice. You can put those together. Your consultant can help you choose colors. You'll get an eyeliner. and mascara of your choice. So this little bundle is normally 92. Tonight it's only 82. So that's a great $10 savings on the lifted and defined eye bundle. So shimmer stick, palette with 4 eyeshadows, eyeliner, and mascara. And before we wrap up, you guys, I wanted to give you another chance to win. I thought it'd be fun to have this fun little challenge to really take away some of these tips and to try them. And so your challenge is to post a selfie in the next 24 hours, take a picture, post it in our Pinkalicious group, and maybe share a takeaway from tonight, something you learned, a product you loved, anything you loved about tonight. Maybe something you'll do differently with your eye makeup. Post it in our Pinkalicious group tomorrow, and then I'll do a drawing for all of you that post on Thursday. So 24 hours, you could post a picture, something you learned, something you loved, something you'll do different with your makeup, and then we'll have a surprise beauty treat for one of you. We'll do a prize drawing for all of you. And before we wrap up, we've got just 6 minutes left. Oh my gosh, can we do it? 6 minutes for me to share. Many of you know that this June will be 20 years that I will have been with Mary Kay. I love what I do. I absolutely love what I do. And I started my business not because I was ready or looking for a business opportunity, but I was right out of college, paying on student loans. I had to pay my rent. The bank of mom and dad was closed. So I was, in my adulthood now, and I had to feed myself. I had to put food on the table, and I needed extra cash. And so Mary Kay for me really was just I thought, why not? It was a practical solution. I wanted something that was flexible, that wouldn't overwhelm my life, but just give me that extra income. At the time, I had no idea what that small yes would turn into. And what started as a way really just to help pay bills grew into something so much more. And I just discovered that so many women feel frustrated, overlooked. They're lacking confidence, especially when it comes to skincare and makeup. And that's what I love about what I do. And so if any of you are curious or thinking, gosh, I need something more too, whether it's the extra income, whether it's just a community, whether it's a way to help other women, um, an opportunity to work from home. This might be it. And so we have 5 minutes. I'll take any questions that you have about what we do as consultants, how it works. If you were ever going to consider um, starting a Mary Kay business, maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. It's not for everybody, but it's perfect for some of you. So type your questions into the chat box, and I'll tackle those here in the next few minutes. But I will tell you that God just continued to open doors that I never even knew to ask to be opened. And this opportunity has just been such a blessing. It's really about the people, it's about the community, it's about the relationships. The product is just the vehicle. I love makeup. I love playing with makeup and skincare and sharing it with all of you and with my customers, but it's about so much more than that. It's about just helping women to regain their confidence. And I hope that even just after tonight, you're feeling a little bit more confident with your makeup, and maybe there are some things you can take away and you can try tomorrow. So it really, for me, began as a need for extra income, and just became a platform for God to use me, to stretch me, to grow me, and to serve others in ways that I never expected. So we've got one final drawing. If you're still with us, comment, and we need your comment for the drawing. Uh, your level of interest on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 means yes, I would totally try this out. This looks like fun, sounds like fun, why not? 1 would be never, ever in a million years. Would you ever try it out? You can't choose 5. I always say no 5's allowed. It's a chicken answer. So comment 1 to 10, no 5's allowed. And if you are a 1, we love our customers. So thanks for continuing to support us, the Mary Kay brand, to support your consultant, to support these events. We will keep showing up for you because you are why we do what we do. So, all right, I need to see more comments for the drawing, you guys. Your number is going to get you entered in to win. Okay, I see Judy. I see Rosanna, a 4. Lisa, a 4. Who am I missing? Callie's a 7. Yay, Callie, you might just have some questions we can help answer for you. All right, anybody else? Last chance for the drawing. You got to comment with your number to get in. I've got Callie, I've got Lisa, I've got Rosanna, I've got Judy. Sherry is a 1. Yay, we love our customers. Sherry. Denise is a 4. Any other guests that I'm missing? Oh, you guys were going to make it by 8 o'clock. I didn't know if we could fit it all in, but we're going to, and we're going to do this drawing. All right. Last call. I've got Denise in the drawing, who's a 4. Sherry, who's a 1. Callie, who's a 7. Lisa's a 4. Rosanna, Judy. Going once, going twice. Is that all of our guests? I think it is. And yes, Rosanna, down the road when you need to work from home, oh, you can totally do this. Yes, you can travel, and it's never been easier. Mary Kay launched some new programs in December, and it has never been easier. Trust me, never been easier to take what you love and turn it into something more. So, all right, we're going to wrap it up with a drawing. And then don't forget to post tomorrow, tonight or tomorrow, your selfie, your takeaways, something you learned that you might try, something you loved about the event. All right, drum roll. Drum roll. Our lucky winner is Rosanna. I've got a gift for you. So we've got 2 winners from tonight. We've got a third coming with our challenge tomorrow. We want to see your beautiful faces with your gorgeous looks, takeaways, and I hope that you'll join us next week for our third and final Luscious Lips, the Perfect Pout. We're going to talk all about lips and maybe a few other fun things that I didn't have time to work into this little series. So we'll see how it goes. But you guys, thank you so much for being here. We love and appreciate you. I've got to leave you with a word from Mary Kay. I've been rereading her autobiography. Can you tell I've read this like a million times? Look, it's falling apart. I just want you to know, as Mary Kay did, she dedicated this book to the thousands of women who dared to step outside their comfort zones and to use their God-given talents and abilities, realizing that God did not have time to make a nobody, just a somebody. I hope that you remember that tonight and always. Thanks for showing up. Bye, guys.